For the best, most affordable decants, check out decantboutique.com. Choose from their over 500 fragrance selection from 100 different brands. Shipping worldwide, link in description. Alright, by popular request from a lot of you guys, and also from my really good friend Peter from Fragrance View, he seems to really love this scent, I decided to pick it up and review it. And this fragrance is Spicebomb Extreme. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have Spicebomb Extreme, and this is so good. This is gem, my god. I wish I believed you guys, honestly. A lot of you guys have been telling me down in the comment section below that, Timmy, Spicebomb Extreme, Spicebomb Extreme. On my designer winter list, I got bombarded with comments relating to Spicebomb Extreme.
Oh my god, Timmy, I can't believe you didn't put Spicebomb Extreme there. Timmy, where the fuck is Spicebomb Extreme? Timmy, Spicebomb Extreme!
I'm sorry. You guys were so right. I should have tried this fragrance before I made the list. It really makes me want to remake the whole designer fragrance list, to be completely honest, but I'm not gonna do that. That's just a waste of time. Instead, let's get right into reviewing this gem instead. Jumping into a scent, the quickest way to explain how this smells is to take the original Spicebomb and add the word extreme to it. Yes, Spicebomb Extreme does smell like a more extreme version of the original Spicebomb. It smells more potent, it smells sweeter, it smells more of a winter fragrance than a fall fragrance. The overall DNA is still quite similar. The only thing that's really different is you replace the cinnamon that's in the original with a heavy dose of vanilla. They both give a similar type of sweetness. Of course, the original Spicebomb will smell just a tad bit more spicy and a tad bit more dry. This is creamier and richer, and that's, like I said, due to a note of vanilla, but the overall sweetness and the overall type of spices in the original Spicebomb and Spicebomb Extreme are very similar. Just one is more for winter and one is more for fall. Now, to break it down to the more enthusiasts out there, for you guys to get a better image of how this thing smells, this to me has a vibe that is similar to tonka bean. Now, tonka bean is not a listed note in Spicebomb Extreme whatsoever, but the combination of tobacco and the vanilla and the pepper to me all mesh together to create this kind of a spicy, dry tonka bean vibe. So if you want to imagine how Spicebomb Extreme smells, just imagine that, like a kind of a spicy, dry tonka bean. Less chocolatey, more peppery, but overall vibe smells very similar to tonka bean. Again, tonka bean is not a listed note, so don't go in the comments saying, Timmy, you dumbass, Spicebomb Extreme doesn't have tonka bean. I know, I just told you guys that. All I mentioned was it smells similar to tonka bean. Tonka bean's not in it. Now, moving on, we have performance, and with this, you do not have to worry at all. This was made to be a winter fragrance, and it performs like a winter fragrance. I imagine wearing this up in Alaska, where I used to live, in -30 weather, and I can see it doing a fantastic job both in the longevity department and the projection department. Now, longevity wise, this lasts on me over 12 hours easily. I sprayed it on one day in the afternoon somewhat, maybe around 2 or 3 or 4, I can't remember anymore. I woke up the next morning still smelling this on my hand, and it still smells quite nicely too, so it's not like super faded skin scent where I wouldn't count anymore. It is still there, so this lasts a very long time on me. The projection on this, it is insane. Like, I wear this, I walk around the house, I smell it everywhere around the house for a few hours. It's just really strong, so it cuts through the cold air very well. I have no doubt about that. From my experience of wearing heavy winter fragrances up in Alaska, this thing performs better than a lot of them. I'm talking about fragrances like Fève Délicieuse. I'm talking about fragrances like Valentino Uomo Intense or Pardon by Nascimento. Those are quite heavy winter fragrances. This one performs on par, if not better, than some of those fragrances. So no doubt at all, it'll cut through the cold air for you, and for any winter, you would not have a complaint about performance. Next, we have versatility, and this is easily a winter coat signature scent. Much like how Spicebomb is a really amazing fall signature, this is an amazing winter signature. Now, this to me, I would reserve for mainly the outdoors. Due to the performance of this fragrance, the projection of it can be too strong and can be too cloying when worn indoors. So make sure if you're gonna wear this indoor, you spray this at least maybe half an hour to an hour before. Say you have a date and the girl's coming over for dinner or champagne or something, don't spray this right when she rings the doorbell for you to, before you answer the doorbell. Spray it on at least 30 minutes to an hour before, trust me, or else it can be too cloying. Now, the other occasion that I can see this fragrance working in besides outdoor winter is if you're in a suit and tie, because this has a darkness to it that comes with a note of tobacco. It's rich, it's dark, it's cozy, but it's also very masculine. So if you're going for a suit and tie event in the wintertime, I highly recommend this one. Probably one of the best ones to wear out of all the designer fragrance, to be completely honest. Besides Valentino Warm Intense, which is another nice option for suit and tie, Spicebomb Extreme is definitely one worth checking out. Next we have compliments, and I can't draw from my own experience with this fragrance yet because I only had this for about 5 or 6 days and I haven't really been wearing it out since I've been very busy lately, and the only time I've gone out is to go out and do work. So I haven't been wearing Spicebomb out anywhere to test for compliments yet, but I have asked one of my friends who wore Spicebomb for a few months now to see what he has to say. My friend says, I get good compliments. At my son's store, I got, what are you wearing? Someone asked him what he was wearing. I wore it again yesterday and I was in Lowe's and I had this girl walking behind me with her boyfriend. She's like, wow, what's that smell? I kept walking and I was like, damn right, Spicebomb Extreme. I get at least one compliment any day I wear it, which for me is pretty damn good. Like Sauvage is the only other frag I've actually gotten a good compliment for other than this. It's like Sauvage for winter. Thank you to my friend Nabi for sharing his experience with us. I wish I had some of my own experience to share as well, but I don't at the moment. I'll share some down the line in my weekly rotation video. But based on what he says, you guys can see that Spicebomb Extreme is quite the compliment monster, and it makes total sense because the original Spicebomb right here, I've gotten so many compliments with it. It's so good. And this is also the fragrance that I would compliment other people on the most, because when I smell this, it strikes me right away and I know exactly it's Spicebomb and it smells amazing. So I always give compliments out when I smell Spicebomb on someone. And yes, normally I can smell Spicebomb from quite a distance away, and that's the reason why it gets so much compliments. And this one is no different. It's strong enough to garner you a lot of compliments, if not more than the original Spicebomb itself. So when my friend Nabi said he gets at least one compliment every time he wears it out, it makes total sense to me. Performance as well, smells is amazing. Original gets good compliments. This one smells similar. Why would it not? Next, we're gonna talk about price point, and man, is this thing expensive. A 90 ml, yes, a 90 ml bottle, retail would cost you $120 here in the US. And the 50 ml I don't think can be found anywhere in retail, because I'm looking it up right now. I've been looking it up for about 10 minutes now, and I can't find any place at all that sells this 50 ml in the US retail here. You can only find on eBay, and typically a 50 ml you can find on eBay for the cheapest maybe 60. That's like if you're really lucky, and the highest median price is usually around 75 for a 50 ml. So it's definitely not cheap. For 90 ml gray market price, you maybe can get it for like $95 to $100. So this is by no means a cheap fragrance. And that's something kind of unfortunate with the Spicebomb line. The whole line is great. The Fresh is great, the Original is great, the Extreme is great, but they're just a little pricey, right? Not a lot of people want to pick them up because of the price alone. But to me, is it worth the money? Is it worth the $120? Because that's basically asking me for like a low-end niche price now. And the shorter answer is it depends on your collection. Now, if you're a collector, you own a lot of fragrances already, you own a lot of niche, you own a lot of designers, you have one for every occasion, would this be worth it? I don't think so, because more than likely you already have a lot of fragrances to cover just many occasions during the winter time. So you might wear this a few times, but it won't be completely worth it for you for $120 if you ask my honest opinion. Now, if you have a smaller collection and you don't want to own too many fragrances, you have say 1 or 2 for summer, 1 or 2 for fall, and now you're looking for a really heavy winter fragrances that works for you in almost any occasion at all, then this is definitely worth it. You're gonna get a lot of use out of it. Based on just versatility and performance alone, this is an amazing winter fragrance. And if you have a smaller collection, yes, it is worth it. If you have a bigger collection, no, it's probably not. Alright guys, summary time, and this is a section where I take everything I said and summarize it into pros and cons for you guys. Now, pro number 1 for Spicebomb Extreme is the performance. Oh my god, the performance is so strong. So no complaints here in the performance section. I would give it 2 thumbs if I had 2 thumbs right now. Pro number 2, versatility. This is a great winter signature fragrance for outdoors and even indoors. Like I said, if you spray a little earlier, you can wear it indoors as well. Really great for almost any occasion at all. Pro number 3, the smell, man. The smell is so mass appealing. I think of the original Spicebomb, that one is mass appealing. Now I think of this. This one is extremely mass appealing smell as well. Now moving on to the con, I only really see one con, and that is the price. This is so hefty in comparison to other designer fragrances out there. When I think of expensive designers, I think of Dior Sauvage, I think of Prada L'Homme, I think of all the Chanel fragrances, right? those are somewhat expensive designer fragrances, especially the Chanel. This is even higher than some of those fragrances there. It falls around the Chanel price range, if not more than some Chanel price range when it comes to gray market prices, but it's definitely more than Prada, more than Sauvage. So this is on the upper tier of prices when it comes to designer for sure, hence why that is somewhat of a con for me. Lastly guys, let's get into the rating, and today I have back again, by popular demand, Sarah J. Underwood. A lot of people loved her last time, so here she is. She's really happy to be back. So today, out of 5 Sarah J. Underwoods, how many do Spicebomb Extreme get? And the answer is 4.5 out of 5. Yes, 4.5 out of 5. I'm taking only a half a point off for the price because it is very pricey. The rest of the fragrance, it does completely fine. The scent is amazing. The performance is out of this world amazing. And the compliments. So yeah, the compliment is great based off my friends and based off you guys who have told me the compliments is great for you as well. But again, like I said, the only thing that I'm knocking half a point off for is the price. The rest of the fragrance is perfect. Alright guys, that's it for this review today. If you're looking to get a decant of Spicebomb Extreme to try out for yourself, I'll leave a link down in the description below to decantboutique.com. They have samples of this and they also ship worldwide. So if Spicebomb Extreme is not available in your country, you are in luck, my friends. Decant Boutique got you covered. With that said, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and please let me know down below as well, what is your experience with Spicebomb Extreme? I would love to know what you guys think of it. I know a lot of you guys love it already, but for those of you who haven't given me your opinions yet, please do in the comment section below. And with that said, I'll see you guys next time with another video. Peace and bye.